My white mom who adopted me when I was 3 years old, she takes good care of me. Should you watch out for her? Of course you should watch out for her. Of course you should watch out for her. She adopted you. She's taking care of you. Of course you should respect that woman for what she did. The fact that she is a white woman does not preclude you from showing her honor and respect, because she's the person who got you out of foster care, okay, who adopted you, and she's taking care of you. So there's nothing wrong with you showing love and respect to that woman who's taking care of you. From a revolutionary pan-Africanist perspective, from a revolutionary pan-Africanist perspective, I need you to stay conscious of the fact that your relationship with her is personal. Your relationship with her is personal. Don't confuse your relationship with your adoptive white mother. Don't confuse that with your loyalty to the African liberation struggle. That's where we start making mistakes. That is when we start making mistakes, when we start saying that since this white person did something good for me, I now have to embrace all Europeans. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We respect everyone, but we understand, overstand, and understand that loyalty for African people must first and foremost be to the African family, the global African family. Respect anybody, but loyalty is to race first. I want to be clear. Loyalty is to race first. How to find a sister who makes greens with the turkey juice. Lord have mercy. I would love a nice big pot of greens with turkey juice right now. I would love a nice big pot of greens with the turkey juice right now, brothers and sisters. I would love that. The update on the HVAC is I'm waiting for the HVAC tech to let me know when we're going to load it up. The update on the HVAC is I'm waiting for the HVAC tech to let me know when we're going to load up the HVAC unit. That's the update on the HVAC. Is polygamy okay with the African? Well, you have to ask the individual African, but polygyny has been practiced by every culture and every race on the face of the earth. It wasn't until the rise of white supremacy do you see a rise in a one-man, one-woman household. There's always been monogamy. I'm not saying that, but polygamy has always existed with monogamy. Polygamy is as old as monogamy. Raleigh, North Carolina, I'm overdue. Plan on coming to Philly so she could see the school. Sister Zainabullah, if I'm saying that correctly. Yes, indeed. I'm working on a For Sisters Only book, Relationships and Dating. We're working on the philosophy and opinions of Dr.UMAR Ifatunde. Okay, brothers and sisters, it's already happened. A cave-dwelling organism, a CDO, a cave-dwelling organism just sent me a photo of their physical body. So I want to say this to the cave-dwelling organisms who are following me. I would greatly appreciate it if you stop sending me photos of your anatomy, photos of your girlfriend's anatomy, photos of material. I don't want anything from you. I don't want a greeting. I don't want a shout out. I don't want a donation. And I damn sure don't want no communication from no cave-dwelling organisms. They added again, brothers and sisters. They added again. How did they know the Prince of Pan-Africanism was coming over the clubhouse? How did they know the Prince of Pan-Africanism was coming over the fan base? They follow me so closely. These Neanderthals followed me so closely that they knew I was live on Fanbase and proceeded to personally text me a disgusting piece of spoiled, uncooked pig carcass. That's what I'm going to call it. A piece of spoiled, uncooked pig carcass. That's what they just sent me a photo of. I am not interested in uncooked meat. Okay? I don't want any uncooked meat. There's no snow bunny crisis over here, and there's no snow puppy crisis over here. They added already, brothers and sisters. They added already, brothers. Let me block them. Let me block them. Let me block this contact. There we go. Okay. Had to block the contact. All right. Any more questions? You got, what was the most memorable moment of this year, 2021 for me? What was the most memorable moment of this year? I wish I could say the most memorable moment of this year would have been putting that HVAC unit up on the school. I wish that's what I could have said, but hopefully I'll be saying that soon in the next couple days. Any sisters on your radar at the minute? I have a friend, and I'll leave it at that. I have a friend. Can you recommend any good books? Yes, read everything from Dr. Amos Wilson. Read everything from Dr. Amos Wilson. Read and watch everything from the late, great Dr. Amos Wilson, who I consider to be the most relevant and progressive scholar of the second half of the 20th century. Amos is the greatest. They sent their unseasoned, uncultured mayonnaise carnage to the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Okay, what else we got? What is a Twitter space? Amos, A-M-O-S. A-M-O-S. Amos Wilson. Make sure you hit that Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit that PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Mail in your donations. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19802. You're listening to the most influential voice in Black consciousness in the world. Any advice on picking the right queen? Be very careful. Be very careful. Sisters will become anything you want them to be until they get you, and then they let the inner coon come out. Same thing for the sisters. Sisters got to be careful with the brothers, because we can also put on an act. We can also put on a Halloween costume and become what she wants us to become until we get her, quote unquote, get her, and then we let the inner coon come out. Every African has an inner coon. Don't forget, every African has an inner coon. I need somebody to bring me up to speed on these NFTs, selling of NFTs. How do you get paid selling these NFTs? I'm a very popular brand around social media and around the world. So how can Dr.UMAR break into the NFT market? How can Dr.UMAR break into the NFT market? That's the question. NFT is a scam, my brother. NFT is a scam. I got the Orishas with me, family. I got the Orishas with me. You feel me? I got the Orishas here. Understand? Got to keep the roads clear. Got to keep the roads open. Got to stay on the right side of divinity, divine guidance, divine victory, divine wrath. Got to keep the forces of the universe on our side as we do battle with the forces of evil, brothers and sisters. You got to tap into your African spirituality. You must tap into your African spirituality, brothers and sisters. It's almost time to get this Kwanzaa conversation started. How can we stop the YouTubians? Don't be a reactionary. It's not about stopping the YouTubians. Don't be a reactionary. It's not about stopping the YouTubians. It is about giving our people an option that is so strong that they will voluntarily abandon the YouTubian addiction for a more serious and a more focused revolutionary Pan-Africanist agenda. It's the same thing with the Black church. It's the same thing with the Black church. It's the same thing with the Black church, brothers and sisters. It's not about how do we get the people out the church. It's not about how do we get the people out the church. The question is, What are we going to create that is going to attract the people who are going to church and getting nothing out of it except emotional highs and financial lows? Okay, how do we attract the people who are going to church, getting emotional highs and financial lows? What do we need to do to pull our people out, to voluntarily motivate them to leave the church and join the revolutionary grassroots struggle? That's the question. Do not be a reactionary. Do not. It's not about tearing down. It's not about stopping. It's about building up and creating a legitimate competitor for the minds and the hearts of African people. That is what we must do, brothers and sisters. Do you have any speaking events coming up in Philly? I will be in Pittsburgh, January 26th. I will be in Pittsburgh, January the 26th. Let me take a look now. I will be in New York City to keynote the Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad birthday celebration on January the 12th. So New York City, January the 12th. Minneapolis, Minnesota, January the 15th. St. Louis, Missouri, January the 16th. Indianapolis, Indiana, January the 17th. Indianapolis, Indiana, January the 17th. Indianapolis, Indiana, January the 17th. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, January the 26th. DeSoto, Texas, January the 29th. Shreveport, Louisiana, January 30th. Monrovia, Liberia, West Africa, February 11th to the 17th. Monrovia, Liberia, West Africa, February 11th to the 17th. Possibly Indianapolis again, February the 19th. I'll be officiating a wedding in South Carolina, February the 22nd. The 50th anniversary of the National Black Political Convention will be in Newark, New Jersey, April 28th through the 5th. And y'all know how we do Nat Turner, August 21st. FDMG Family Festival, September the 10th. I just was in D.C. 2 Fridays ago.